Is
Requesting air support.
New World free or does it cost money?
No, I think it's gonna cost the base, what, 30 bucks? Like 30
okay.
or...
Yeah, okay. The old one was free, right? I don't remember paying for it. Did I pay for it?
No, you paid for it. You paid for it.
But if you have the base game, all you have to buy is the
Angry Earth, yeah.
I have on the.
You don't even do that at
buy-
first. It's like in-game content, so
Yeah, you don't even need
you
the...
can just play and see.
You don't even need the Angry Earth content. You just need the Angry Earth to play fucking to have the mounts. And that's what people are mad about, that they locked it behind, like, people who spent thousands of hours in the game are mad because they locked fucking DLC content behind DLC fucking shit.
Yeah, and they charged the price of a whole nother game for DLC shit.
Yeah.
True. True.
That was the big thing people were mad about, if I remember correctly. But you know what though? I didn't really care. I didn't think it was that big of a deal. Like, I don't know. Like,
Yeah,
you got
like,
games.
If I'm gonna pay the price of an entire new game, I want an entire new game's worth of content.
Yeah, but here's my thing on that too, and I understand what you're saying, but my thing on that is like, you've got people who've been paying a WoW subscription for 20 fucking years and buying every expansion on top of that. And buying cosmetics. Like, people are really mad that fucking they charge for like an expansion. Like, come on. Like a 40,
Well, like,
where WoW's charging like
mind.
$60 to $100 per expansion.
I don't mind paying for the expansion if it's worth it. Like, I love the fucking DLCs to Oblivion, and shit like that. I didn't really like Skyrim's DLCs, but
Well, Cryptor, PD showed up.
I'm talking about World of Warcraft though, you know, it's like people
but,
like
I mean, there's
stuck.
expansions that people have done. I even like the World of Warcraft expansions because like you pay that, but you get so much. So I think it's a little expensive in the price gouging, yeah, but you get a lot from it too.
But the truth is, it's really not price gouging if you think about it. What they charge for their expansions is because they're making like not a whole nother game, but they're making a whole nother, you know.
But in some cases, dude, it's a whole new, it adds new mechanics, a bunch of new dungeons, huge new map on some of those expansions. I didn't play WoW like super religiously, but I played it a little bit.
How much is the DLC by itself on PC?
Like $30.
Yeah, that's not a full game price though.
Yeah, that's my point. Is like it's
Guess what?
Yeah.
It was in 1990.
yeah, well, yeah, exactly.
It was only
1990.
1999, like 1999.
I've gotten a lot of amazing games for $30 over the years, you know?
I'm just saying, bro, before the DLC even came out, they gave us Brimstone Sands for free. They gave us a whole expansion's worth of shit for free, and then people were mad when they fucking wanted to charge for the Angry Earth shit because they needed to make money because they weren't making enough money. That's really what it came down to, is they needed to charge for it because they needed to make money.
They have to make money somehow.
I know, and people are so fucking like, it's like a foreign concept, the fact that they're out there trying to make money to keep their game going.
It's just a bad optics the way they did this, where they released the game on PC, give some stuff for people on PC, but then like this is not really an expansion. This is a reset.
What's up, bro? Yeah, it is an expansion, but it's also like a reset at the same time, because they are adding. Yeah, more so a reset, which they've already done one time before is the problem. That's why people are pissed. And not only that, you gotta remember too, on top of that, like, we've been waiting almost 8 months for content, and they keep telling us, oh, it's gonna come in October, it's gonna come in October, just wait, you'll see, when realistically, it wasn't content they were releasing, they were really just releasing consoles, and with like a little bit of content, nowhere near, you know, we're talking like 8-9 months without fucking content, you know? For an MMO, that's just horrible, you know, that's disgusting. And that's why people... Oh, I'm sorry.
Hopefully they're releasing, they're resetting everything now. It's on every platform, so hopefully going forward it's gonna be regular content, you know.
Yeah, this is realistically probably like for like most of the PC community, they don't want to touch the game anymore. But for like the people who are really dedicated, like some of us, this is like their real last chance, man. If this game fucking doesn't work, it's dead.
How about a nice cup of liver
It's truly dead.
I can't say about PC, but on consoles, it seems like it's gathering a lot of attention.
Right. I think because, like, honestly, I think the combat style works really good on console. That's why I'm surprised it wasn't released for console initially. How you doing, Red Direct? I'm sorry, bro. I was fucking. We're just talking about New World. Obviously, if you can't tell yet. But yeah, it felt really. Honestly, it feels really good on PC too. I'm not gonna lie. The controls. It's weird that it took them so long to get it to console.
I definitely really like the controls of New World.
Yeah, I like them.
The whole time I was playing Throne and Liberty, I was like, man, I wish these were a little bit smoother, a little more polished, like New Worlds.
Well, it's not even polished and smoother. It's more about the type of like feel you get while you're playing New World. Like, the.
So you can remap anything on your keyboard, man. You can remap it to have the exact same controls as New World. But if the mechanics aren't polished, if it's not clean transition,
I'm gonna try and get down on some games. Hell yeah, bro. I guess for me though, at the end of the day, is really like it doesn't. I like swinging my weapon myself, not having an auto attack. You know what I mean? I enjoy that part of the game.
Auto attack is just a weird choice.
It's like something that should have stayed in the early 2000s. Yeah. Instead of just button mashing fucking your abilities. Like.
See, all right. New World right now is $30. The Angry Earth DLC is also $30.
You gotta remember when it first came out too. I think it was like, well, that was probably the higher end shit. It was like 50, 60 bucks for the game when it came out. So that's probably, you know.
Like I'm not opposed. I don't hate the rise of the Angry Earth content. I'm just saying, I don't think you got one new zone and mounts and parts of the storyline.
You got parts of a storyline. You got the flail. You got the mounts. You got the new zone. What else did they add with that? I can't remember. But you also gotta remember, they released a whole fucking expansion for free. Brimstone Sands was huge, and it was free. So realistically, yeah, you're paying for Angry Earth, but really, you're also like, you're paying to continue to support the game at the same time. Like. Yeah, most people don't like hearing that, but Brimstone Sands was monstrous.
But that's why you buy the cosmetics and stuff, and you get into the events.
Right, but that wasn't working, though, and that's why they had to charge for the Angry Earth. I guarantee that's what happened. Because, like, they were trying to do a little more of a free route, but they could only, lose money for so long before they had got to do something. And that's what they tried. I feel like they tried to do with Brimstone Sands. I could be wrong, but this is just my thought. Like I
said, I'm not arguing against that. I was just like, I wish they would have done more with the Angry Earth content, like the DLC.
I
think they could have put more into it and still done what they did.
I agree with that though. I do, because I thought the Angry Earth faction deserved more. Personally, I thought it was a great idea, and I thought they were going a good way with it, and they kind of like, sadly, they lost me with that when they fucking. It seems like they just dropped downhill with that.
Fabricator, on my position.
I would be surprised if their challenge is resources, man, because they're not getting monthly subs. I don't know what the cash shop is like, but I didn't see anything there.
It's fucking horrible. Honestly, it's all skins and it's horrible skins.
They're charging for the wrong stuff. They're charging for server transfers and stuff like name changes and stuff like that when they could be putting more time into other things.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, if we're lucky, they're done resetting next year a full-size, full-fledged DLC. And
right.
Only $30.
Yeah, the story could have been a lot better, and thought it was going to transition to like Angry Earth Invasions. Yeah, I thought it was going to be. I thought things were going to be a lot different. Yeah.
That right there, just going from Corrupted Invasions to Angry Earth Invasions would have been a huge boost, and it wouldn't have taken a lot of work, to the DLC.
Yeah, I think there is like a large PvE community that really does like the game too, but the problem is like they're trying too hard to focus on both when they should really kind of like they really need to backseat one of them. I hate to say it, either backseat one or the other. Because like they don't have the people to be able to do both. I really don't. I'm sorry. Like, do I think they should release every once in a while some PvP stuff? Yeah. But, like, I think they should focus on mostly PvE stuff. Like, I like the PvP island. That's great. I'm happy to have that. 3v3's awesome. Outpost Rush, cool. Give us another map, though. It's been, like, fucking 3 years with one Outpost Rush map. Let's get a new one in there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Shit like that.
See, now you're already talking better. Add Angry Earth Invasions, add a new Outpost Rush map, fucking new PvP zone.
Yeah, I mean, it's great because they've been adding, like, realistically, fucking Cryptor, they've been adding, like, a dungeon a month for, like, almost a year now. So we've actually got, like, a new dungeon almost every month for the last year. Sometimes two. So they're really trying to build up that dungeon content. But the problem is with the dungeon content too, is like the dungeons are fun and they're cool, but the problem is what's the point of doing them? Because everything they're trying to somehow make crafters still relevant to the point to where it's like, what's the point? Why am I running dungeons? You get what I'm saying?
I mean, a big part of running a dungeon is just to run the dungeon.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
but that's only fun
like
for so long.
Specific gear that you can't craft, or farming that gear so that you can craft that type of item, you know.
Yeah, well, that's when it was fun, but it doesn't really have that anymore is the problem, you know? I've been over here just fighting.
Because I haven't played in so long.
It's like, and then like, oh shit, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Hold on, 1 second. Yep, I'm there. There it is. No, but I think that's when the story alluded to. I thought the Angry Earth and Corruption were gonna fight and Angry Earth take over. Yeah. Honestly, I thought something similar to that too. I'm not gonna lie, bro. That's why it's like, it's kind of like heartbreaking that it felt like, you know, they had all this build up for the Angry Earth and the cinematic was fucking actually pretty decent. And they kind of just like, it's like the Angry Earth are angry and that's about as much as we got.
They blew their whole budget on the cinematic.
Yeah, it's what it feels like. It's like the Angry Earth are angry. Okay, what now then? They're just angry. Oh, okay, cool. Like, you know, that's what we got. We got Angry Earth are angry, and that's all we got.
Yeah.
And it was just sad. And then it felt like, and then what it feels like personally is it feels like someone at the head of the company was like, all right, listen, this is not going the way we want it to. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna focus on console release. And then we're gonna start having to charge more, or we have to charge for stuff. And then it felt like that's what happened. Like right in the middle of that Angry Earth expansion drop, that's exactly how it felt. Like maybe they were working on it originally, and then someone came in and said that, but you know that's what it really felt like. It felt like Angry Earth released with a price tag on it because Brimstone Sands didn't do as good as they expected. Because I assume, this is what I assume, they assumed Brimstone Sands was going to release, and their cosmetics and their transfer tokens and yada yada were going to make them some money, you know, they thought, you know, but here's the truth, it just didn't. People bought the game, yeah, and they enjoyed the game, but here's the truth at the end of the day, like, their cosmetics fucking suck. Like the game's natural armor and like that you earn just from playing the game is like 10 times better than their fucking cosmetics. And that's, thank God, that's why they did the fucking cosmetic tokens like that, where it was like, you know what I mean?
That reminds me, Twitch has some drops for New World if you watch that. Not right now, but I think when it releases on 15.
Yeah. They did that a lot too in the beginning with that. I think with Brimstone being free, it was way better of a story than Rise of the Angry Earth, and you had to pay for that. Yeah, and I think that's what it came down to. I truly believe what happened is what Red, when they released, were working on Angry Earth, and they saw that Brimstone Sands didn't really make them the money that they of the effort that they put into it. I truly feel like they took Angry Earth and they were like, okay, we're gonna cut down on the content, we gotta do this, and we gotta do this to focus on actually making some money now, because Brimstone Sands was fucking amazing. Now, personally, I really didn't like having the multi-armor system where you had to have like human resistance or fucking, you know, all that dumb shit, Angry Earth resistance, blah blah blah. It should just be a level of resistance and make the gearing simple to a point. And they should just focus on like weapons like they did. But they also, the way they introduced the artifact weapons was fucking horrible. Like, it's like stand here and wait for this guy to spawn and hopefully you'll get it. One, you know, so 1 out of 100 tries of just killing the same guy just standing there waiting for him. That was fucking horrible. I thought that was stupid. That got changed in Angry Earth, I think. Are you talking about the artifact or are you talking about the resistances? Because the resistances got changed. It did. But at the end of the day, changing it to resistances and adding an artifact weapons, they should have made it dungeon centric, not fucking world like stand around and wait for a boss to spawn. Yeah, the resistances. Yeah, they did. You're right. You're right. They did. And I'm happy they got rid of that because people were having like 20 different armor sets for one dungeon, just because like they don't, you know, it was horrible. That was stupid. That was like way too much work and way too much, you know, way too much work for the average gamer to want to be able to do that.
I'm gonna hop off here. I'll see you guys later.
Okay,
See
bro.
you later.
Sorry, man. I didn't mean to talk your ear off.
No, you're good.
I'm just passionate because I really did enjoy the game, but just some of the systems they were running, you're just like, what the fuck are you guys doing? It's like keep the game. It's like it's Kiss, baby. Keep it simple, stupid. There's no reason to make the game. It's you want systems and you want good systems, but you don't want overly complex systems, and that's just what they were doing. They were having way too many overly complex systems for no reason. Other than that, that's what I'm saying. Like, the game's fun. It really is. The combat is good. I mean, I wish there was like more ability trees. Like, I really wish they would grow the trees more for a weapon and kind of like buff and nerf as it needs to go. But to just like some of the shit they did, like, just kind of made me like, ugh, like, come on. It's like they would add a system, like let's say they added like the bard system, I call it, where you can play instruments and you actually like have to like use the WASD on your keyboard to actually do the instruments. You know what I mean? That was cool. I actually really like that. That's a lot of fun for me. I like sitting in town sometimes and just fucking around and playing the instruments for fun with a group of people. That's good fun for me. That's a good social event thing. The problem is they should have built on that, but they made it, put it out there, and then never really built on it. And it's fucking annoying to me that they did that. I mean, I know I'm throwing a lot here, but like, that's just like, I'm very passionate about the game. I really do like the game. I'm sorry, Cryptor, if I fucking have gone crazy.
No, it's good. It's good to be somewhere people talk. It's all good.
Yeah.
I'm working as I talk.
I got you. Yeah, I do enjoy New World. I think it's a great game. Dude, I had so much fun with that band thing and watching Cypher try to play. Yeah, see? Even Red Direct says, dude, Red Direct, dude, I remember that. I had fun with the band stuff. I thought it was cool. Now, I wish they would have, like, let us use it and it, like is a buff in the dungeon. Like if we built up our, you know, we could pre-buff in the dungeon and it gives us, like, a decent buff, that would have been fucking cool, too. Like, you fucking meet up in a dungeon, you do like your fucking band thing, it gives everybody like a defense buff or an attack buff or yada yada. And then you go into the dungeon, you know, it's kind of like a fucking free dungeon celebration, whatever fuck you want to call it. And they would have gave us a nice little buff. We go in, we fight, and I just think it would have been cooler. And you have like you have your guy who's like, you know, higher in fucking score in your bardic section, and you know, it just, I don't know, dude, it could have been. Like systems like that could have just, if they would have like fleshed them out more, I think they would have been a lot more fun is what I'm trying to say.
Allied destroyer has left squadron.
For sure.
Well, they had that, you know, Rift. I don't know if you remember that game years ago. You had the bard system where you could use the buffs and stuff like that. Plus, they played, you know, the harp.
Prime. Engaging orbital thrusters.
What was that? I'm sorry.
Oh, the game Rift years ago. You know, they had a bard in it. You know, and it had like a harp that you played. Or you could, you know, use it as buff and debuff and healing and stuff like that. So, like I said, I could understand you trying to add that into that concept where you could actually utilize that system.
Yeah, because like you go in town and you can play and buff people, and if they tip you, you know, you get the buff. Like, or you could just do like a party buff, like where you go up to like, let's say you meet at the mouth of a dungeon, or not even the mouth of a dungeon, but you know, we all meet in town before we leave. You do a party buff where you fucking play your instruments. And like based on the level of your instrument ability, you freaking get like a buff, and then you go into the dungeon and you have a dungeon buff for that whole dungeon. You know what I mean? Like a solid like 30-minute buff. You know, or you could have specific to dungeon buffs where like, you know, you do it before you go in. Oh, hold on, these guys are probably like, what the fuck's he doing? But before you go in, like it's specific to that dungeon and a buff for that dungeon, like a resistance to that type of like damage that they actually do in there. You know?
Right.
Like, that's a way to really, like, build on that system, which they never fucking did, and it's kind of shitty that they set it out there, and they kind of did it a little bit, and then they just never touched it again, it feels like. That's just my biggest gripe with it, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I really did like that system. I just felt like they could have, like, expanded on it so much more than they did. I mean, even the artifact weapons, like going back to that shit again, like the artifact weapons just... I think they could have put them in, like, better spots. Especially that scorpion, the one with the spear, was fucking horrible. That scorpion only spawned once, like, what, once a day or twice a day at certain times, and people would just camp out there trying to get one hit on it just so they could hopefully... That is so fucking stupid. Like, why would you do that? That was the dumbest fucking... I never got that spear because I was not going to sit there for hours and just wait for a fucking scorpion to pop. That's so fucking stupid. That pissed me off so much, dude. That was the dumbest fucking thing ever. Like, who came up with that dumbass idea? You know what I mean? Like, I don't even know.
Calling down a
Well, the
support
thing is,
weapon.
these guys, when they create these games, that, you know, they're playing off of older games, and they're like, okay, well, they did it in this game, why can't we do it in our game, and we'll just, you know, modify it. So when they modify it, they end up screwing it up.
I mean, yeah.
You gotta camp out, you know, for 12 hours for one spawn, and, you know, the whole server's waiting for that same spawn.
Yeah. I mean, if you... Yeah. I mean, if you want to make it to where it's hard to get, make it to where it's hard to get, but don't make it to where it's like... It feels like a waste of time to get, you know what I mean? I don't know, like... If you want people to make it hard to get, like, put it at the end of a raid, put it fucking, you know, a drop chance at a raid or something. Not fucking... Just sitting there fucking... Being stupid in a I don't know. God, just something different. That was just a horrible one for me. And then the freaking, and then like sometimes, and some of the weapons too, the artifact weapons are so situational, you're just like, this is fucking stupid. I can't believe I wasted 3 hours trying to get this weapon for it to be situational as fuck. You know what I mean? It just, that was like where the bad design comes in with me. What was the gun one? The artifact gun. I can't remember what the hell it was called off the top of my head. But that one was like, it was so situational, like, if you didn't make an exact build around that, it was just useless. I'll never understand, like, the people who built that game. It's like, they're trying to be clever about, like, about the game, like, they're trying to make, like, clever little things to the game instead of just making them fun and simple. Like, fun and simple, dude, are what people love. Let's be real here. The more fucking crazy you try to make your game, the dumber, the stupider it's gonna be. The dumber people are gonna fucking play it. The base of your player is gonna be very limited. Because people want easy, fun, simple games. They don't want fucking super duper complex systems that make them go, what the fuck, after being at work for 10 hours a day.
It's so grindy that you gotta grind, you know, 8-10 hours a day for one thing.
Yeah, they just stop fucking catering to, like, the hardcore players. And then they're trying to limit, instead of limiting the hardcore players, just let them do it. Like, stop putting limits on dungeons and shit. That's dumb, too. Stop. If people want to fucking go grind for 12 hours on one dungeon, let them grind for 12 hours on one fucking dungeon. You know what I'm saying?
Starting to sense that you have some strong feelings about this game.
Yeah, I've played a lot. I've got like 1,500 hours in this game, homie. Like, I've put some time into it, bro. Okay.
Out of ammo. I need stim.
Good stuff. I'll get there too. One day.
That's all I'm saying, bro. It's like it's a good game, dude. It really is. It's just I feel like they've just made a lot of bad decisions. And it just seems like they just love doing it. They just love it, and they're excited about the bad decisions they make. They go, it's gonna be super great, guys. And then they release the whatever they decided to do. Just like, what the fuck, bro? Stop shitting on this game.
Yeah.
It's like taking a solid base and just keep of like a fucking solid building and just keep building fucking cards on it until it falls. And then like it falls and they're like, oh, what happened? You know, it's crazy that we're having so many problems. Like the modern day fucking thought process.
True.
Like, we've worked so hard on this. Did you, though? Did you really? It does not fucking seem like it. Like, are you building a game? It's like they're building a game for themselves instead of for their community, and that's just what it feels like.
I think you just described Ubisoft.
Yeah, that too. Ubisoft is really good for that one.
Throwing supply beacon.
I was like a game once people have been playing for quite a while now, you know, and it's the same thing. I mean, even though it's free to play, so you know, they're looking behind the paywall, it's not pay to win or anything like that. But they're like, oh, we're gonna have new content. Well, it's been 3 months since the game came out, and they brought out a mobile version first, and now they're working on the PvE or PvP servers, and it's like, you know, it is the PvP, you know, that's it.
I got blown the fuck up hard.
Request approved. Reinforcements on the way.
That's all I'm saying. Like, it's, and that's another game too that's got me like with my head spinning right now is fucking, Once Human. Like, dude, they had such a cool thing going on, and it just seems like they're trying to turn it into fucking Mario Party mini games. Like, what are they doing?
That stuff was in the betas I played. None
What's that?
of that stuff was in the betas I played. I played like two or three betas. None of those little things are in there.
Yeah, like, it feels more like a Mario Party minigame. I thought it was gonna be some kind of cool Remnant style fucking horror going on, and no, bro, it's like a Mario Party minigame. Like, I'm thinking like, oh, look at this fucking plane, we're gonna fight this thing, or it's gonna have some kind of cool thing going on, and we're gonna have to fight up and down it or something. No, bro, we're shooting balloons off of it. Shooting fucking balloons off of it, like, what the fuck?
A haunted cloud. He was a haunted cloud.
Yeah, haunted clouds over there, fucking, you know, like what the fuck, dude? I was so blown away by such a missed opportunity, dude. It was disgusting. I was like, yep, that's it. And then the PvP is just so fucking mismanaged in that game.
So I didn't try that.
Yeah, we did one fucking like we took over like a base, and then freaking we went to go what's it called? To play the capture or the takeover. Okay, so you build a base, which is kind of cool. I'll give it that. So I thought that was pretty cool. And then what you have to do is you have to defend it. But here's the thing: if you die, you know where you go? On the other side of the fucking map, not back to your base to defend it. So then you have to rush back to your base to try to defend it after being basically died and respawned on the other side of the map. That is the dumbest fucking thing ever. I was like, no fucking way. Because we were respawning and I'm like, where is everybody? Like, oh, we gotta run across the map. I'm like, are you fucking serious? Fuck this guy.
Eat this! Eat this!
Sorry, man. I get a little passionate about video games, but I also spend a lot of time playing them, so... I'm sure everybody does, so that's not really fair, but... Probably spend too much time playing it. Let's just put it that way. I'm sure everybody does, so... I don't know. I don't know what the point is I'm making here. The point is I'm making is
I
I
don't
just...
know, but I'm here to hear it. Keep going.
What's it?
I don't know what the point is, but I'm here to hear it.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know what the point is I'm trying to make, but I'm here for it. It's just, I guess the point is that I don't really find many games that are enjoyable anymore, and it kind of fucking sucks. Because, like, companies keep ruining them.
Yeah, I think we're in the same boat, dude. There's, especially lately, like last 2 years, you can literally count good games on one hand.
Yeah.
Because there's nobody left. The corporations bought everything, and all the people who are passionate about making stuff, like, they get hired and they don't have any say so in it. They're like, no, we're not doing that, we're doing this. That costs too much money. We're not doing that. So it's like,
Yeah, because they're no longer creative. Now they work in a factory.
Yeah, yes, exactly what it is.
He's gonna keep pumping them out.
I'm sure there's some great minds and everything there, but they can't do what they want to do. You know what I mean? Can't do it.
Yeah, they're not allowed to, yeah. They're not allowed to make good games anymore. They have to follow, like, one guy, and they can't question it. Because there was there was a video a while back where they were talking about, like, an old school developer who was working on games, And he was bitching because it took him like fucking 6 months to do like one thing or something like that. Come on, dude. Where are you? I need help. Oh, he's dead.
Throwing grenade. Calling in reinforcements. Bag's empty.
Oop, my lasagna came out good.
I was so dead. Like I had no help, and the dude died.
Calling in reinforcements.
Oh, his name is Musk. We don't want to talk to him.
What?
His name is Musk.
Who?
This guy here. Performance artist Musk.
Performance artist? What are you talking about?
Ready to liberate.
Playing the game. This is the guy's name is Musk.
Oh. Sure he's not a bit musty?
Unless you